Hello, this is Empowered Ease, the podcast where we challenge the patriarchy by inspiring women to take ownership of their health and to listen to their bodies and do health their way. Along this journey, though, a theme has arisen from almost every single episode so far, and that is that women healing community. So if you take anything from this podcast, I hope it's that you feel inspired to find your community. I'm your host, Jen Olinger. So like and subscribe, follow along so you never miss an episode, and I would love to hear from you any feedback or suggestions for the show. Welcome back to Empowered Ease, the podcast where we shine a light on women making a difference in the lives of others. So this week, I'm thrilled to introduce our guest, Natalie Menk, affectionately known as the Introvert Stylist. With nearly 9 years in the beauty industry, Natalie has carved out a unique niche by offering silent appointments, creating a calm and focused environment where clients can truly unwind and be themselves. Natalie's passion for fostering a welcoming space extends beyond just her salon. Her salon is especially affirming for women, LGBTQ plus clients, and anyone who values a low pressure, inclusive experience. Natalie specializes in vibrant reds, lived-in blondes, bobs, shags, and layers, tailoring each appointment to the individual with a focus on health and beautiful hair. As my cousin, Natalie brings personal warmth and professional expertise to this podcast, and today she'll share her journey and insights. Whether you're interested in her transformative cuts or how she combines creativity with compassion, you're in for an engaging conversation. So settle in as we explore how Natalie is changing the salon experience for introverts and beyond. Welcome, Natalie. I'm so happy you're
Hey,
here.
so happy to be here.
Yay! So tell us a
Yay.
little bit about how like the introvert stylist idea came about and kind of what inspired you.
I've been in the industry for 9 years as a hairstylist, and for a long time, I've always struggled with the fact that I am more quiet and more introverted, and like dealing with clients, and um, never felt like I could um, you know, just like naturally talk and whatever. And it wasn't until actually my previous bosses at my previous salon, they were like, "Hey, why don't you use that as like your marketing tool instead of it being something that I thought I had to like change for." Um,
Make it your strength instead of
yeah,
your thing to overcome. I like
yes,
that.
exactly. And so from there, I just kind of started marketing myself as introverted stylist, and really offering like silent appointments and things like that. And I have gotten a lot of clients from that. I think one of the first clients I had, like after our appointment, she was like, "Yeah, it was great not talking to you." So that was kind of
That's
funny.
cute.
But yeah, that's kind of where it kind of came to be.
I love that. I love that because being your cousin and being older by like a lot, like since you were little, you've had like the quiet introvert nature. And I was actually surprised that you were willing to do the podcast because I was like, man, this could be hard for
Don't
her.
worry, I've been nervous. It's okay, but I'm like I trust you, so
And we've rescheduled a few times, I know. But
we
I just
have.
think it's such a great idea and such a way to like think outside the box and really
Like I'm
just meet.
already red.
Yeah, you're a little flushed. That's okay. I get a little flushed too. But like it's such a great way to like think outside the box and do things and you like meet people where they're at. And I even though it like sounds like a little thing, I just think it's such a powerful thing. And I wonder how common it is that people really do avoid going to get their hair done because it is like a very like the spotlight is on you when you're in that chair and you feel
Yeah,
pressure to talk. So what
and
kind of
just
things
like
do people do instead of talking to you?
yeah, like and it's like it really is just like a vibe. Really, I really try and pick up like I can usually tell like if someone wants to talk or not. And I just kind of let it flow. Like I don't try to force small talk or anything like that. Like if I can tell that they're just kind of wanting to like chill, I'll just kind of back off. And naturally I do that anyway, especially if I'm doing a more like in-depth color or like haircut. Like I need to be quiet because otherwise if I do start talking and get sidetracked, then I'm like, wait, where was I at in this process that I'm doing? So it really benefits more me, and then also like being able to provide that for people. And I think I'm losing my train of thought. But
No, you're good. I was wondering I think that's perfect though. Like, and so right on, like, I know I've like went and got my hair done like after I put one of my dogs to sleep one time, which sounded so weird, but like it
oh,
was like I was like not going to give up my appointment, and like it felt like a good thing to do after that, like because it was such an
yeah,
emotional experience, and I felt so bad for my hairstylist and Natalie are friends actually,
yep.
but I felt so bad because I overwhelmed her with it. I was like,
Shout out to Maddie for reintroducing us.
I know. If any of you, I've had compliments on my hair all the time, by the way. It's
Oh,
Maddie.
she's
Just
great.
reach out. She's good too. But I think I overwhelmed her with it. But I remember like how good it felt like, you know, to
And
have
she
that
gives
space and
great scalp
silence.
massages too.
Yeah, I was
So.
gonna say to get pampered and be
Yes.
silent. But one of the things I asked you was what are some of the things people do in your chair?
Oh yes, yes.
That
Thanks.
alternatives, because I think it's kind of like for someone who's overwhelmed, they probably want a little sense of security. Also, can they mark that the appointment is silent beforehand so there's no pressure to tell you, or how does that work?
Yeah, so I have on the bottom of my service, which I think I'm gonna like. I've been messing around with it from time to time, but like you just add it on silent appointment to the any service that you pick, and that will tell me. And then yeah, and usually I've had people bring in their laptops and work. I've had people like listen to like some music or a podcast or whatever, or just like just simply just close their eyes and just like just take a nap.
Yeah, I could
So
imagine
like
myself reading or doing a podcast for sure.
right, exactly. And honestly sometimes even like I've like now into which I know we'll probably touch on this a little bit, going into a salon suite, having more of a private experience for clients now. I find that a lot of my silent appointment clients are now like talking and like conversing with me, which has been like a really cool feeling to have because it's like, okay, now they're in a space where they're comfortable and we can like chat more and like get to know each other a little bit more. So I thought that's been a really cool thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way cool. And so now I know before you were in kind of like an open space. I haven't been to your new space. Is it also kind of more closed off and private feeling? Explain
Yeah,
that a
so
little.
it's Image Studios in Webster, and it's basically just like a bunch of little like rooms for each either hairstylists, estheticians. They have yeah, all kinds of things, and yeah, so I rent a little space with I share it with this girl Tirza, who I just met along this journey, and that's been freaking awesome to share it with somebody. But yeah, so yeah, we just there's everything's very bright and big windows and stuff like that. Well, I don't have any like actual windows to see the outside, but like the doors itself have big windows so you don't feel like you're just in this dark little room or anything. There's a lot of light
Mm,
still in there.
yeah.
Um, and a lot of times when like, if it is getting kinda noisy in the hallways, all I gotta do is, like, shut the door, and it's just, like, you can just it's just I don't
Peaceful.
know, peaceful, exactly, and I can play my own music, and, sometimes I'll even ask if they wanna listen to anything in particular, but yeah, I don't know,
I
it's
love that.
yeah.
I think this is such a cool idea. I hope more people adopt this as like an option because I know like as the world's getting like more adaptive and there's this is just one of those things I hadn't heard of before, but seems like such a simple thing that would probably, I've had some of my clients have been, I think I've had like three hairstylists, funny enough, that were all introverts. And one of the bigger things we talked about was like, was how difficult it can be sometimes to deal with like confrontation or unhappy clients
Yeah.
in the chair. But it always surprised me so much that that the three hairstylists I had, I would have guessed that like it would be like an extrovert thing that people
I
would
know,
be
and
attracted
yeah.
to. But it's not, and it's like it's an artistic thing. So I think a lot of introverts are creative and artistic, and so that makes sense.
Yeah, I've been seeing more and more like just scrolling on TikTok and like more hairstylists like being labeling themselves as like more introverted and stuff like that. So it feels cool to see that happening
Yeah.
more and more and being more like more of a conversation because like I do see sometimes I will scroll through comments and people will be like, I that's the one reason why I won't go to the salon because I don't want to have these like small talk conversations. I just want to go in and get my hair done and leave. I'm like, I got you. Like it's all good. We
Yeah.
do not have to talk if we want
Yeah.
to. And I'm not saying like we don't have to talk. Like I don't want to talk at all, but like I don't ever want to force it. I just want to let it, let it be. Let the.
There's no pressure to talk. It's
Yeah,
about you. It's about your experience. It's like like the salon day has been my favorite day for a long, long years and years. I save up my money and budget that my hair gets
yeah.
done because it's more than just like getting my hair done. It's like
Yeah,
a
exactly.
treatment.
You're
It's a
catching up
self-care
with your
day.
hairstylist and like seeing
Yeah.
everyone else is doing and yeah, that's why that's kind of like why I got into the industry too. It's just like going to the hair salon as a kid, like going to my hairstylist, like just sitting in the chair watching what she's doing, why is she doing it, and then just like the atmosphere is always fun. But yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's so cool. What other is there anything else you wanted to kind of share about your salon and your services?
Yeah, so like I said, yeah, I'm at a salon suite. I rent out a little room and yeah, I'm pretty open to whatever services people want to get. Like I think if anything I specialize more in like reds, lived in color and all that, but I'll do pretty much anything, Um
Yeah,
and yeah, just offering just like a low key environment, no pressure type of environment. Just want to make people feel comfortable.
I
Um,
love that,
especially
especially
when it
in
comes
this
to hair.
world.
Sometimes, like even it's nice to be able to like converse in a more private room, so that way they feel more comfortable being like, "Hey, I like this," or "I don't like that," and we can like collab together and so I can give them the best result of
Yeah, because
what they
sometimes
need.
it's hard to
So
speak up about what you want,
yeah,
especially if like
exactly.
communicating is hard.
Yeah, exactly.
And this world is just like I feel like anxiety is just increased
Oh,
everywhere
absolutely.
you turn.
100%.
So,
100%. And I just
uh,
want to be like that escape. Like,
yeah,
yeah, for a
I
little
love
bit,
that.
even just an hour or 2 hours. So,
I love that. I love that. I would love to highlight more businesses and people doing stuff like this because I think people like I think if you weren't my cousin, it would it'd be hard to get you on here because it's like, it's a small thing that maybe like, yeah, it's not going to take up us as much time to talk about, but it's such a powerful little shift for people to be able to get a little bit of like self-care and a little bit of control and a little bit of like a good experience back. So I love that you're doing this.
yeah.
Um, one thing I ask everybody that comes on the show that I definitely want to ask you is what is your go-to self-care when like the world gets overwhelming?
Oh, man. Yeah, I think it's either I kind of just try and relax by just like escaping a little bit, just like whether it's reading a book or diving into some TV show, whether it's like a drama or stupid trash reality TV, or I like playing just like little cozy video games on the Switch, nothing crazy, but something like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just kind of like escape for a
I
little bit.
love that. I was wondering if you're going to say reading. That's the first thing that pops in
Yes,
my head for you. But I
I
also
know.
wondered if you were going to say like I don't know what you call it, but like the comfort gaming because
Yeah,
what do they call that? Isn't there a
cozy
name for
gaming,
that? Is it comfort gaming? It's like soothing, right? Like
soothing.
sensory
Yeah,
soothing gaming.
yeah. It's just more like farming kind of
Yeah.
games and just like you're either farming or like I've like Stardew Valley is like a big one that I played. It's just bunch of different things, but I don't know. It's just kind of fun. I go through moments sometimes where I like I'll be super into it, and then right now I'm like back into my reading game. Like it's been a while.
Oh yeah, I do
I
that
kind
too.
of
I
go
go
through
on and
like
off of reading so much. Like
yes,
I'll read like 3 books and then I won't pick a book up for like 9 months. I'll listen sometimes
yes.
on
Sometimes
Audible.
I will listen if I'm getting ready, and I'll listen to an audiobook that I've already read because I find it's hard for me to listen to a book I haven't read. I don't know why, but yeah, I
Oh,
know.
really? Sometimes
Yeah,
I'm very particular of the person reading it too, the
that too.
narrator. Like if it's
Yes.
not the author, I'm like, well, and it doesn't have to be the author all the time, but their voice really like gets to me if it's not a
Sometimes the
good one.
narrator is just like, oh, I can't listen to this.
Yeah, totally,
Or
totally.
like as a narrator, I love Elizabeth Evans, who does all like the Sarah J. Maas books. She's
I have
amazing.
not I have not heard her, but that would be
I'm sure you've heard
interesting.
like A Court of Thorns and Roses
Oh yeah, I've
and
heard of the
Throne of
books, but I just
Glass.
never I wouldn't know her voice. Did
Yeah.
she write those books or she just
So
narrates them all?
Sarah J. Maas is the author, and then Elizabeth Evans is the narrator for the books.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
There's so many people with strong reading games. I'm jealous. I struggle with uh what is it? Nonfiction?
Oh,
No, I struggle with fiction.
yeah. I get those mixed up too.
It's so stupid, right? But
I
I do. I
know.
struggle with fiction unless it's like very well done, and I hate feeling judgy. But like if I can guess the end or something like that, like I just don't enjoy the like some people like a real gentle fiction. I do not. I like. I would rather read um like a philosophy book, which is stupid, and but it's like how my brain like gets soothed. But I love that you brought up gaming because no one has said it yet, and I know how many people gaming. Well, you know what? Actually, Ladle Ferns, the girls, I know you know them, they might
Oh
have
yeah.
said it. But most people don't say gaming, but I think gaming's huge for a lot of people. And actually, I don't play it all the time. I need to play it more. But one of my clients recommended this game, Coral Island.
Oh,
Coral Island.
I think I've seen that before.
You like clean up the beach and you can
Yeah.
plant flowers and give your neighbor, you can do whatever you want. But like I planted flowers and gave my neighbors bouquets and cleaned up the ocean. And it was
So
so
it's like I love that stuff. Like I played
cute.
Animal Crossing and that stuff, and that like same thing. You like gift people things and
Yeah, I
plant
felt so good. It was
flowers,
like my
planting,
perfect little
farming.
happy world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's so cute. Well, is there anything else that you want to leave us with
I
today or
don't
any?
I don't know. I mean, if anyone wants to get their hair done, come hang out in our studio. We can chat. We don't have to chat. You can come in and read or not, or just
Yeah,
let me I'll just do your hair.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being bold and coming on here, even though I know it makes you uncomfortable to put yourself out there like this. I
I
think
know,
you're
but it's
doing.
okay. You gotta, as my dad would say, feel the fear and do it anyway. So
Oh, I love that. Your dad, most of the books I've read that I really loved came from her dad, by the way, who recommends some really great reads. I love
yes,
his taste in books.
yeah.
But
Shout out, dad.
yeah, shout out to Uncle Mike. But yeah, so I hope this inspires people to really like look at some of the things you may see yourself as a weakness and see how you can turn that into a strength, because I think that's what Natalie, some people may look at themselves as being an introvert or social, I should say, like, so struggling with social issues may see that as a challenge, and what you've done is find a way to reframe that as not so much of a challenge, but like that you're not the only one out there, so making it
Exactly,
work
and
for people.
you attract people that are like you. So
Yeah, and it's more, I
and
feel
if
like
I'm
more
not your
people
cup of
are
tea, I'm
than
not your
aren't.
cup of tea.
That's right. There's enough of us that if we find our cups of teas, we'll all be just fine because there's enough of us
Exactly.
out there. We're not alone.
Exactly.
And I hope this encourages other people who maybe are doing something like this, who you might think it's not enough to share or a small thing, but it is a huge thing. So share, please come on and share how you're doing something different, how you found a way to make it work, because that is like a subtle way of challenging the patriarchy. The patriarchy is this linear, have to forcefully get things done in the structured way. And a simple way to challenge it is this right here, to find a way to make it work with yourself and what works for you. So I love that. It's like embracing the feminine. So thank you so much, Natalie.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I loved it. So hopefully we'll and also another little spoiler if you'd like to know how we're all related. So Natalie, can I give all the can
Let's
I
give
do
them
the
the
family
family
tree?
tree.
Okay, so Avi, who was on here, who's the herbalist of my herbalist journey, she is Natalie's stepmother, my uncle's wife, amazing person. Well, I wish I knew the episode number so I could say them on here.
Oh, I know.
And
Yeah.
I should have looked those up. And then Ladle of Ferns is Katie is one of the founders. Katie is Natalie's sister-in-law. So we're all one big happy family of women over here trying to do some good in the world. So come
Yeah,
join
starting our own
us.
little businesses, and we're trying to make people feel good, right?
That's right. And support each other and all of that.
Mhm.
So come join us. We love meeting other women doing the same and sharing and building each other up because that's what we're all about over here. So yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
can you want to say your website for people who may just be listening and don't want to look it up, which I will put links to all of her stuff in the show notes.
Yeah. I think it's like if you just find my Instagram, I think is the
Yeah, say
easiest.
that one then.
At the introvert underscore stylist.
There you go.
Um,
Perfect.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's like Gloss Genius. But the link to my booking website is in my bio on my Instagram. So
Instagram at the introvert underscore stylist.
yeah.
On Instagram. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. It was a blast talking to you. I'll see you later.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Empowered Ease, the podcast where we challenge the patriarchy by inspiring women to take ownership of their health, mind, body, and soul. My name is Jen Olinger. I'm your host. I'm a holistic coach, a critical care nurse, and founder of the Moonflower Collective. Each episode, you'll hear from incredible women, healers, health practitioners, coaches, nurses, and pioneers making a difference. Together, we'll delve into their personal stories, the inspiration behind their work, and how women heal and thrive in community. Discover how by uniting our strengths and sharing our journeys, we transform not only ourselves, but the future of health and wellness. So tune in, be inspired, and empower yourself alongside our vibrant community of women. This is Empowered Ease. Let's embark on this journey of communal healing together.